Right, day 11, and today was another South Indian excursion, and I had a mess of dishes, but they were all very, very similar, very close to what I had on the day of the first time I did Southern Indian cuisine. It was like very, very soupy sauces with some rice, but like very different. You can't compare South and North. I mean, which one do I prefer? I think North, which is what I'm having today in tandoori chicken. Tandoori is an oven, a clay oven. This recipe goes all the way back to 3000 BC, where the Harappans use a tandoor, the clay-like oven, to roast chicken. It's really an ancient civilization. And this is vegetable pakras. These are off the wall, man. Oh, they're really good. So, today was a very hot day. So I just went down to the restaurant. I wanted to go to Ministry of Beer, but I couldn't find it because I don't have internet on my phone. But I went to the Starbucks. Had a cold brew. What I've noticed is that all these stores have a security guard, which blocks people from coming in. I've never seen them deny people from coming in, but I assume that that's their purpose. The poverty rate is really hard to see. So when I'm down there, I am witness to the poverty. As soon as you exit the hotel, you see people living on the street. Horrible conditions. And I'm eating here so pleasurably. And there's a lot of people living in absolute misery, especially with the heat wave. This heat wave that people are suffering through. It really does give you a pause to be thankful for what you do have. So yeah, like you see babies sitting on the ground with no pants, like just bare bottomed. Kids taught to beg at an early age. People lying on the floor, relieving themselves on the street. Although there's free bathrooms, I don't understand. I saw a guy today. He was relieving himself right next to the bathroom. It's free. I don't understand it. No, I'm not gonna ask him, hey, why'd you do that? There's a bathroom right there. He knows. When I was walking today, a guy hit me in the shoulder with his head. Maybe wiped his sweat on my shirt. It's a lot. This place. With the heat, the noise, the smell. It's a difficult place to live. It's a difficult place to be. Even as a tourist, as a tourist, really. I'm doing touristy things. I don't know. Today in Starbucks, I had a cold brew. And it tastes just like the cold brew from in the US. Very good, very refreshing. Then I noticed that ice cubes in it. I got worried. I went up to the guy and said, "Hey, this is like, what kind of water is it?" He goes, "Don't worry, it's filtered." Of course, I stopped drinking it, right? I mean, before that, I went to the medicine shop. It's a pharmacy, but they call it a medicine shop. And I got some sanitizer because I didn't have any. And I also got some anti-diarrhea pills. So, if anything does happen, I'll be okay. But man, I'll be honest with you. I'm counting down the days. It's a tough place. I was warned. Don't go out at night. Watch your pockets. Watch your belongings. Even in Armenia, there was an Indian guy. I said, "Have you been to Delhi?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, can you give me some advice?" And I thought he was going to give me advice on like what to see, what to do, what to try in terms of food. Maybe he would even recommend some spots to party, even though I don't do that. No, he said, "Don't go out at night. I want your belongings." So I'm trying to play it smart. In Greece, I was told the same thing, but here is so much more to deal with. So it is very overwhelming. But I only have tomorrow, and then the day after, I'll go visit downtown one more time. And then that would be it. There's one place I want to try. It's a Rajasthani food. Rajasthani food. Rajasthan is a desert. And there's a description of the food there as warlike survival cuisine. So that's something I think would be very interesting. So I'll go there tomorrow. For my final day, I think I like a personal thing. I want a nice Hyderabadi biryani. Goat. I love goat. I love goat, and I have to say, I don't think I had goat here. My whole time, I think I had mutton once in GT Road. The rest of the time, I think I had chicken. But I was talking to my family, and I said, you know what? I don't think I want to have Indian food for a long time. I want to miss it, you know? I'm not used to this. I'm very... When it comes to food, I'm very uncomplicated. So I'm looking forward to a nice steak. Steak and some mashed potatoes, creamy. My mom makes the best mashed potatoes. I remember when I went to college, I didn't think I would miss my mom's food. Before I left, she made my favorite dish. One of my favorite dishes. She made macaroni and meat. Kind of like a goulash, but really delicious. Macaroni, meat, and some sauce. And I loved it. I went for a walk outside one last time. But then I didn't realize I would miss my parents' food. I remember almost like in a month or 2 months, I dropped so much weight. I went from 160 or something like that to 120. So, because I just couldn't handle the food. I didn't like it. My friend, we used to train for rugby. And I like my friend very much. Remy, if you're listening. And he said, we're going to train for rugby. And I knew I couldn't handle that. But the team ran out of money. I was never an athlete. Although I do like soccer. Anyway. So tomorrow, Rajasthan. And then Rajasthan is right next to Delhi, so it's very close. It's a desert. So I'm expecting it to be very, very different. And then back to the great USA. Red, white, and blue. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Especially going back to the office. Seeing all my colleagues. And then in August, I think I'll meet some people from the DOD. Because that would be going to a little conference to share my findings. I hope that's still on. I haven't heard back about it. All right, well, I keep eating this, and tomorrow's another day, and then almost out of here. So until next time, thank you.